Hello Virgo, welcome to the Mela Universe. We are Velastri. Thank you so much for joining us. This is for the Sun, Moon and Rising sign of Virgo, and Virgo, this is your weekly reading for the 28th of August to the 3rd of September 2023. Happy solar return to all of you Virgos celebrating at this time. Thank you so much for coming through to assist humanity awaken the consciousness evolution of humanity, of the collective at this time. Thank you so much for coming through to assist and to heal. And thank you for coming through to experience and discover how your soul looks like in this physical form at this time, this physical realm. We see you, we acknowledge you, we celebrate you, and we love you, Virgo. Virgo, on the 31st of August, we have the full moon in Pisces, a super full moon in Pisces. Quite a lot of energies and we shall of course do a full moon reading to tap into those energies later this week. For now, Virgo, let us see what's coming through for you this week, 28 August to the 3rd of September 2023. Okay, at the center of the read we have the 8 of Swords, within we have the 10 of Swords, without the Knight of Swords, below the Knight of Pentacles, and crowning the 2 of Wands. And your overall energy, the 10 of Cups. Okay, beautiful Virgo, you are shifting from the 10 of Swords to the 10 of Cups this week. Okay, this is a powerful transition. This is a powerful energy shift. This is a powerful alignment, a fluidity, a transitioning for you. We see the 2 of Wands here really even amplifying that you are shifting in between worlds this week, Virgo. You are shifting from really thoroughly and completely, in a sense, from your illusion, from your ego creation to your destiny, to your soul creations. This is you, your physical realm, finally following your inner path, your soul path, as opposed to the conditioned path, the path of illusion. You being pinned down by all these swords of obligation, of conditioning, of programming, but rather you being free in celebration of the truth of you. So this is a transition week. This is a week of movement. This is a week of transformation as you shift from one realm to the next, from the realm of illusion, 10 of Swords, the fear, the imprisonment of you, to the 10 of Cups, the liberation, the celebration, the empowerment of you, Virgo. And at the center with the 8 of Swords, it's unknown. Okay, so you are not restricted. You are not being bound because you are meant to not know. This is the path of soul discovery. You are to really surrender to the unknown. Okay, you cannot direct and you cannot control the outcome, because then you remain in the realm of illusion where you pin yourself down by your thoughts and by your fears and by the external, giving a very specific way in which for you to be, as opposed to you allowing the discovery of you, the celebration of you, the soul discovery, your destiny unfolding. So you are about to feel a freedom, a freeing energy, where you're no longer feeling stuck, you're no longer feeling that you are restricted or held back, because you're finally transitioning to your destined experience. And the only way to navigate through this energy is, of course, Knight of Swords here. Without, you are simply going to be fluid, receiving information, receiving communication, receiving your destined soul path from source. You're going to be receiving it, receiving the solution, receiving the way through, receiving the breakthrough, receiving how to go forward. Because here within Ten of Swords, you are shifting. Your soul is saying we are freeing, we are transmuting your energy from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Cups. And the only way you can successfully integrate the Ten of Cups, your destiny, is by you just simply following your intuition and trusting and receiving the guidance, receiving the answers, receiving the clarity, and you just swiftly going through, you just swiftly aligning, you just swiftly allowing yourself to flow without being too caught up in the how and caught up in the when, caught up in the logistics of it all. We just want free flowing fast energy this week. You'll be navigating swiftly through Source as you are being released from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Cups. So just be open to clarity, be open to understanding, be open to the resolution, and release the known. Okay, if you're trying to figure things out and you're trying to get almost a structure, or you're trying to define everything, you're going to feel quite stuck and resisted and bits. It's going to feel resistant and sluggish because you are now defining the discovery of your soul, and your soul is to be free. So really liberate yourself by releasing the outcome. Really allow yourself to be free and trust that Source is showing you. You're having a lot of understanding, a lot of perception shifts, a lot of wisdom returning to you with this Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, where you are really seeing every single thing that could be holding you back in order for you to come to the understanding and the resolution and the guidance in the physical for you to navigate out of it. Okay, because here, crowning, yes, you're going in between worlds, from one world to the next, your perception, from illusion to freedom, from conditioning to creating through Source. And at the basis, it is a bit, right now below in the physical, it is a bit of a slow process, because remember, this is an evolution, this is a transcendence, and in the physical, it takes time to go from one world to the next in order for the healing, in order for the weaving. In the spirit realm, it is quite, I suppose, instantaneous, because in the spirit, it's fluid, it's almost like air frequency. There isn't any resistance. Everything is free flowing and in very much a light energy frequency. So you can imagine there, should a caterpillar want to be a butterfly, it's quite instantaneous. There isn't an interim. You can just literally transform into the next, boom, boom, and you're there. But in the physical, there's a little bit of a period in between from one to the next. It's not an instantaneous transformation. Yes, in the higher frequencies of Earth there will be, but in this fifth dimensional realm there's a healing we are doing. It's from one way, one world, and then learning and releasing and understanding in order for you to shift your frequency and then for you to evolve into the next world. So here, that is why there's a bit of time for you to evolve, for the metamorphosis, for the transformation from one being to the next. While in spirit is quite instant, in the physical there is a bit of a time, because you are learning, you're anchoring, you are really taking time for each and every single cell to shift from one way of being to the next, because the physical has a bit more density, a bit more solid frequencies to it that need a bit of a slower, that require, or that work rather, they don't require it, but they work on a bit of a slower shifting integration. So just a quick boom, change from one to another. It takes a bit of time. So evolution takes its time, and should you be within Source, and should you allow Source to be first and foremost, you then align your physical avatar, your physical experience to Source. So you forever simply shift and change into all the different beings you want to be. And that is how it is in the highest frequencies. Yes, some of the dimensions do allow for instantaneous manipulation, instantaneous change, but in the physical, the beautiful experiences about the evolution process here is that there is you gradually become that which you are to evolve into. And in those spaces of becoming, those in-between spaces, there's so much healing, there's so much learning, there's so much to also achieve and to also enjoy and to also manifest. It's not just a boom boom, but the cocoon stage, the in-between stage also has value, also has benefit, also has abundance. So you are shifting from one way to the next, And yes, it does feel like things have slowed down, a bit of restriction, but it's not because you're held back. You are literally going through a transition, and your physical realm needs a bit of a pause, Virgo. Remember, you're the earth frequency, right? And right now, your inner path, your soul path is ready to manifest for you in the physical, for you to walk it. But if you're now still manifesting things in the physical, the energy that doesn't serve you, it causes disruption and delay. So yes, the physical is like, okay, we're just going to be a bit still now. We're going to just be at a bit of a pause. And you're going to just trust this pause. You're going to trust the unknown. You're going to trust the slow-moving energy, because you're literally shifting from one world to the next. And as soon as that shift is done, boom, momentum will come through again, and the physical will be able to respond with you rapidly once more. So don't react badly to the slower pace this week, to the stillness, to the unknown, to you simply going with the flow and things seeming a bit slow. There are powerful manifestations with that full moon in Pisces. Remember the two fish swimming now, no longer bound by the condition, no longer bound by artificial and superficial fish bowls of conditioning and programming. The two fish of the Piscean realm are now swimming freely, of the Piscean frequency rather, are now swimming freely in the Aquarian realm, in the oceans of Source, navigating the spirit freely. And the one fish navigating in the spirit freely, bringing through your destiny. And now in the physical, you're ready now to walk the path that fish has been swimming. But it's just a bit of a transition, a bit of a shift in order for you to come into the other alignment, okay? But know that the outcome is 10 of Cups. So it is for your wish fulfillment. It is for your destiny. You are moving towards a very beautiful and fulfilling and destined and soul contracted. It's just a powerful, beautiful reality which honors you, your source really being manifest in the physical, Virgo. So be patient with yourself. This is a slow moving process because this is stability. You are really building a solid foundation. So this week, trust you are not withheld, you're not trapped, you're not restricted, even though it might feel like nothing is happening, it feels like you don't know what to do, it feels like things are slow. It's for a reason. You are energetically on the spirit side, your energy body. So your physical is on a bit of a slower moving pace, because your inner world, your spirit world is going fast. It's shifting. Your soul is saying, okay, we're changing gear from illusion creating to destiny creating to soul creating, and we're really anchoring that really firmly because we're in Virgo season. So it's a powerful healing of the Virgo energy from the Piscean realm into the Aquarian realm. So that's a huge energetic shift happening inside. And as that's happening in your physical, it's like, what's happening? Why aren't I getting much guidance? Why is it a bit slow? Why isn't anything moving? And so saying, because if you were to manifest things now, a disaster, imagine a caterpillar in a chrysalis, in the cocoon, that in between stage between caterpillar and butterfly manifesting things. It would be weird, right? It would not make sense. It would be between worlds. You'd manifest experiences, one in the illusion and one in the clarity. It just wouldn't make sense. So right now the physical is saying, let's just slow down tempo. Nothing much is going to change, and that's simply because you're doing the shift. Once you've locked in and anchored in your new frequency, which is going to happen this week, Knight of Swords, you're going to have a fluid income of understanding and healing and knowing, and you're going to just flow beautifully, and you're going to see yourself literally shift into a world and a reality and a dimension which truly and fully honors you, Virgo. Blessed be.